Are we live? 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 Yeah, we're live. All right. Hey, we're live. I'm figuring this thing out. I'm able to go live without like you sitting around and trying to figure out if I'm live or not. Although Job isn't. I don't hear you, Job. I don't know if your mic is set or whatever it's supposed to be. The Maiden's Rhapsody is online. Actually, let me see this. Jeez. Where is this? Remumu, a reporter for the Harbor Herald. Okay. Remumu. We're gonna find Remumu.
Sorry.
Yo.
I was here and then I wasn't here.
Yeah. Who knows what will happen today? We're just gonna do some story.
See where it goes.
It's Dangus McCrangus.
What?
It's just a guy. Capybara? Like I had a capybara. Also, I've upgraded. I now have a third row hot bar, and I have access to all of my stuff.
You finally had to get a third row.
I've been ignoring an ability I've had the whole time.
So that's why you keep dying.
Yeah, spells can be cast without interruption for 6 seconds. I don't think I would think to
Does that
use
include
that.
movement?
That's a good question. Let me find
Because
out.
whenever you move, it says it's interrupted. So if you cast that and then move, can you try that now? Is that something you can just do?
Nah, moving still cancels it.
Garbage. I've had to have 3 so I can more easily visualize my combo setups. So I can just go one to the next. And also, I wouldn't have enough space. I only got 4 blank spaces.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'd ever use that. It's mostly empty for now, but I got my Lily's moves all set up now. I can actually use them. Hold on, are you that girl seeking fierce and fabulous adventurers? Join It Girl Energy.
That's totally me.
Wow. Level 90 Weaver.
Yeah, anyone that's on that has definitely been playing this game for long enough, so they probably have like one of each type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's got chicken.
I broke my coaster. Alright,
Coaster.
let's go. Yeah, I broke my coaster.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe not everyone's watched the video yet, but what was it? Doodle Decidim or whatever. That was a great joke.
I'm glad because I drew those those copies of those characters.
I didn't even see who they were. I should probably
I should
pay more attention.
You're
I'll
just
post
in time
the,
to welcome our guest.
post the drawings in the chat. The behind the scenes chat.
Yeah. And also John Fantasy. Pretty good stuff.
We were just talking to this guy. Did he walk in here? Did we follow him or no? Because we're surprised that he's here.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that
He's gonna be more annoying as it goes along.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Okay, he's only here to watch.
Your exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity.
I kind of hope
Summoning you all like that.
we deal with him
Most
this not patch.
This hour.
Terrible at everything. Yeah, this very minute.
Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon. Even if there
Wow,
were a
I am
sliver
brain
of
dead
truth in
today.
your words, I would never accept
The
your
expansion?
help. Not
There
in
you
my
go.
darkest
I hope we
hour.
deal with him this expansion.
Not after all the suffering your
But I could
company
easily see them, you know, making him a whole big thing.
so petty. I meant what I
Well,
said, and I
Xenos
said what I
isn't even
meant.
limited to Stormblood. Where's
I like
he
him
been?
a little bit better than
Wage your war against
this
the
guy.
Scimitars. Put each
Where's
and
Xenos
every
right now?
one to the
Well, they're
sword.
back in the regular world. The real world, not the fake world.
Hero, brave and true, and I will
Xenos
be
right
glad
now.
to embrace you as allies.
Well, there's Body
Allies
Xenos,
worthy
who
of
is,
bearing the burden of
I don't know who
truth.
took him over, but he's pretending to be him and doing whatever he
Surely
wants.
such a partnership would be preferable to yet
Actual
another
Xenos
round
is
of
trying to
fist
get back
bumps.
into the Empire and kill him, I guess.
And thus did the olive
So now-
branch wither and die.
I'm assuming
Pity.
we'll save
Well,
this world
let
as
no
part
man
of
say I
this
did not
expansion,
try,
and then the
futile
patches
it
will be
was.
we go back and have to deal with the
Though I
Empire.
suspect you will seek me out when you grow
But
tired of
who knows?
making the same mistake.
Oh yeah, they've been messing everything up the whole time.
Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
They did say that time moves differently, but apparently right now time is relatively the same. So they just did that so that it could be like 5 years for Banquet.
What was that all about?
Yeah, that was a weird thing. It's basically like time will move however we want it to
A
in the
vain
moment.
attempt to make us doubt our chosen
If we need
cause,
to
most
do
likely.
something dramatic, we'll do
As
it,
if
and we just won't tell you until we
believe
actually
word
have to
past
show
his
it.
lips.
But
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
it doesn't matter though, because the other scions that are here aren't physically here, right? They're just like spiritually here. Their bodies are still stuck back in our world, so
If he simply meant to lead us
they
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
actually
he could have
aged.
done so
That
without revealing himself. At
I
least
guess they've
not
mentally
in the manner he
aged.
did.
I don't
I
really know how
forgot
that
about
works.
that.
It goes without saying that an alliance with the Assi.
There's a lot of things going on at the same time.
Since we have no way of knowing where they
It might not
hide,
catch on if you don't pay
it
attention.
seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far in striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg.
It's gonna be
You've
really
accomplished
funny when
more
it's
in a
like,
short time here than all of our
haha,
forces
you
managed in the last
fools,
century.
I tricked you the entire time, and we'll be like, we never
That may
trusted
be,
you to
but
begin
the
with.
Wardens of Calusia,
Like,
Amarang, and Raktika
I'm
remain.
wondering what they're gonna pull for that.
Indeed.
So
And
that'll
their
end up
precise
just being
whereabouts
stupid.
are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since you left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Why doesn't this guy take his hood off?
What's that?
It's gonna reveal that his head's got
A
cool
missive from Lord
diamond
Vorth
spikes in it or something.
invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leda Laran.
Or they didn't have the budget to texture his face.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait?
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity.
Maybe he's got
to
no
speak with
eyes.
you, even if only a few words.
His eyes are
Though
crystals.
my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Or he's secretly been wearing
Master Alphinaud,
a,
might I
an
impose upon
Assi
you to
mask the
accompany me to
entire
Yulmore
time.
prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
We're going a job.
Oh yeah, for a job. Oh, so you said you had to make 3 more videos, and you made a video that wasn't one of the 3 games I mentioned, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think I can do it.
We're running out.
Got like 3 more.
It's down to a month.
We can't fly here yet. Oh, we can.
Yeah, we get this place? I don't remember this place being finished yet. Maybe we did.
What is this quest I have?
What?
The Manic Pixie Dream Realm?
That's the Pixie Tribal quest.
Oh, so I don't care about that.
You don't have to do it if you hate the Pixies.
I don't really like them.
Not even... What the heck does she call herself? Like
Fail.
tree or something? You were the branch.
Where's the tablet?
Do we have, like, binoculars in our eyes? Because, like, we're standing all the way over here.
Oh yeah, we got 403 stuff.
Yeah, I'm starting to get stuff that's more recommended. So say goodbye to the Monado armor. Rip.
A hood? Wow. Looks pretty cool.
Is it actually on you?
Nope.
I was gonna say.
Oh, it's raining.
That's where I have to go for that, what do you call it? Not job quest, role quest.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot
Here.
resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
The Great Wood. This is
We have
home.
arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large,
Really
uninhabitable.
Ronka.
Not so the swamps of Sidia, however, whose sparse
It's the
foliage
song
permitted
from what?
man a foothold.
What?
Yeah.
Don't look at me like I would know what that is.
I don't know.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp.
He's just gonna keep popping
Go
up.
forth, conquer.
Unless he means it's a really popular
Rule.
song.
Forgive me.
But if it's a song that you should know,
A
that's
sudden
on
pang
you.
of nostalgia for those
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadow?
I mean, couldn't we just kill this guy?
Much
It
more
doesn't really have any
until I
lasting
begin to regret
effects,
my show of good faith.
right?
I don't think so.
Like, he would just
If you
poof
really
back.
want to stay, then help us fight.
I think the Emperor had it right. We just shoot him whenever we get bored of him.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Commentary. Yeah, I don't know this song.
So wait, they don't like the light either?
I don't know. These guys, they don't tell us
We just-
anything.
Why don't we just pull them into this light world and then fight them where they can't deal with it?
It's not fair.
No, but it is funny. They think they're so great, but they get sunburned easily, so use that against them.
Tomato is attacking me.
Yeah, what the heck is this? You see that thing?
No, I was running. Yeah, da, 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 da. Oh,
What?
Chef
Mayhap
just
Y'shtola
posted it.
sought shelter elsewhere.
he, I don't know if that's
Let us
Soken,
quit
but
this
he might
place.
have performed it on those automaton things or whatever they're called.
Oh, those things with the faces.
Now, surround them!
Oh no!
Oh no, we got like tribal cultists or something.
These senators, they're not
Okay,
like
they're
the
just
others.
stupid.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
If we were Sin Eaters, wouldn't we be giant and white?
I'm pretty white. Kupo?
Cue laugh track.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Like that Will Smith thing where he looks at the camera with the with that smirk.
Oh, for the love of...
Speaking of Will Smith, they
hoped
announced
that
the
by
Oscar
accompanying
nominees
you, we
tomorrow.
might come to understand one another. But all I have
Is he
come to
gonna win?
understand is that you have a knack for
Yeah.
inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade.
Oppenheimer sweep.
Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
So he's here making fun of us for not making friends with the locals, but he talked about how... Oh, hold on a second.
Enough. Runard, report.
Hello.
Master Matoya.
Oh, really?
Yo, the drip.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we
She
come
can't
in
recognize
peace,
us 'cause we're
might I
too
prevail
powerful with
upon thee
light?
to have thy comrades lower their arms.
First
Why do
explain
these
this
guys
other
not
presence in your company.
talk to each other the whole
The
time?
one I know not.
They
There
were
is
all
but
off doing their
one
own
manner
thing,
of
you know?
creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken.
Among Us.
Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by his
Could we
most...
maybe talk?
It cannot be.
It's me. She doesn't recognize me without my glasses.
That's what it is.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome.
Anyway,
Come.
I was gonna say,
I would give
he's
you
making fun of
a
us for making
introduction
enemies
to
of the
Raktika
locals,
and
yet
its people.
just half a second before he was like, oh, the good old days, conquering, like, pathetic people. Like, I'm pretty sure you weren't making good friends with them either.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on, your store. There's a thing here.
Oh yeah, good point.
Blah 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 blah.
We didn't check when we first came in. That's gonna come back to bite us.
No, I did.
Oh, did you find one?
It's this one.
I just meant back at the beginning.
Yeah, one over here.
Northeast. It's probably past the teleport.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm getting stuck on every invisible wall.
That's that dark world stuff. This is like if Gridania was kind of crappy.
You would think with the endless light, the plants would be getting ridiculous.
Yestola!
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
Must be kind of rough when there's no darkness in the entire world. Oh, I get it. Okay, that's funny.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
So she really just stole her whole thing, huh?
She took her music.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back
I will
of my
bet
hand.
it is in
I
a
cannot say with
gigantic
certainty
tree.
where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Are they dangerous because they have double high heels?
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take...
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets,
What'd you do?
thou
Just
needst
skips.
only ask.
A text box.
Where?
Thank you, Urianger.
Oh,
I
catch
may
it,
well
I'll
take
catch
you
it.
up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will sure...
Oh, the one she's talking is going to take time to decipher the readings, but it might be the answer to getting into that ruin.
Terms with our altered circumstances. You seem to
That
have
was that
adapted
one.
rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Absurd.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will, and whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Pants, pants, pants. Let's go. Pants.
Pants, but not boots. Nope, I clicked too fast on that one. Don't click in the middle of the screen. I just said something, I have no idea what I told her.
Perhaps you should be concerned with how you changed.
I might have said that.
Questing, questing, questing.
light's dirty?
He's what?
The light is dirty.
Clean.
Do we have too much light in us? It's gonna feel weird. No, not party mode. Oops.
Alentuta. 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 That was a pretty good day in the neighborhood.
A hard day's work.
You know, I've been thinking there's a distinct lack of Nintendo Direct rumors. And there's supposed to be one.
It's next month usually, right?
Yeah,
and
but
all
like,
anyone's gonna say is Switch 2.
I don't think they're gonna drop the Switch 2. I'm just looking for like, there's gotta be a Direct on this week. There's usually like 3 people saying something about that.
And once we hit February, people will start saying, is it next week on this day? That's when it'll happen.
Gotta get that Pikmin DLC.
Right. That's not a thing.
Pikmin DLC, Mario DLC.
No DLC for any games that are out that are new.
Why though?
Because they're moving over to the Switch 2. They're dropping support for everything.
They're gonna resell us all the games on the Switch too.
Resell what?
Like Super Mario Bros. Wonder Deluxe with new levels.
They could do that. It'd be really bad if they did, but they could. If they were like, hey, no DLC, but if you get the newer version, it'll have more stuff. They'll add Rosalina to Wonder, and then like one more bonus world. It's like, there you go.
It's annoying.
But no, there's definitely no Pikmin DLC. That's not happening. Mario DLC, I doubt. And get maybe announce a date for the 1,000-year door. So we just know that's next year, right? We don't know when. Or I guess this year.
Summer.
Sorry.
I think it was summer.
Oh. What about Peach and
Oh yeah.
Mansion 2 remake? Or port, I guess, really. It's not really much of a remake.
Yeah, Peaches should be coming out in like March or something, right?
They all gotta come out this year, and they all gotta come out before Switch 2. So if Switch 2 is the end of the year, things gotta hurry up. If this is the end of the Switch's life cycle, they're just gonna drop these games and be like, alright, there you go. We made them.
Yeah, I think that is gonna be the next push, the next big game. They got that Mario Donkey Kong coming out. But they're gonna focus on Peach and then Paper.
I'm not sure if Peach is gonna be their big one to do.
I think that's their big spring one. They always got like a March game that's not as big as like the October game. But they're gonna, you know, it's one of those.
Well, yeah, if it was anything that was big, they would have announced it by now, so that means it's really just whatever they got.
Prime 4's gotta be Switch 2, it's gotta be.
It's definitely not gonna be on Switch at this point. The most that they could do is make it a cross-platform thing, and I doubt they would do that. If they delayed it and didn't say anything about it for this long, it's because it's not even going to be on Switch. They didn't want people to be mad. Until it's too late. What about, are they gonna do Prime 2? They already said Prime 3 is basically impossible because of the Wiimote integration.
Impossible? They did Skyward Sword.
with No motion control for it. It's right? Isn't it just control stick?
I think you can do motion control.
I mean, I'm not saying they couldn't find a way to rework the motion control so that it worked as it should. But the original devs said it's probably not even doable. Or it would, you know, be too much work for too little reward or whatever. But 2 didn't have all that. What happened when they announced the Switch? Wasn't that a big presentation in the beginning of the year?
Yeah, but they dropped the... I remembered I had to go take my physics final the day that trailer dropped. So it was like in December when... It was like the day before they were like, hey, by the way, we're going to release our new trailer for the next system tomorrow. And everyone was like, what? And they did that, and then they didn't say anything until February, I think, where they had that stage show.
That big blowout. And then it released in March?
Yeah.
That was really fast.
Well, I think we knew it was going to release in March after that trailer. But they still didn't say anything.
But I'm saying they basically announced it and then released it within 3 months?
Yeah, remember the NX? It was like, they're going to announce it tomorrow. They're going to announce it tomorrow.
Well, no, I remember we were waiting on that because we knew it existed.
I don't know why they waited that long, but everybody knew about it.
But they had that big event, too. When was that?
Yeah.
That would have been after the direct, essentially.
Yeah, when was that?
Let me see. January 14th. Of 2017.
That'd be cool. I like that one.
Clearly the one that you're waiting for. Whatever Fire Emblem remake they're going with. That's gotta be coming up too.
Nah.
Those rings coming out of their, like, hips? They're, like, way too low.
Party up.
What's the matter, you chicken?
Get Cease in here. It's the final boss. Gotta heal. Oh, we did it.
There's stuff to head down south. Oh, look at that, it's right along the way. Oh, who the heck is that?
He's in the tree.
Oh, that's Mommy over there, apparently. You see that?
No.
Put it to party again.
Lady Dragon Mommy.
Yeah, told you.
Oh, this is part of the... I don't do that.
That's a fate, yeah. We gotta go this way.
Gotta find the Hearthstone.
Hearthstone, not Hearthstone. Oh, hey, the guy that I'm supposed to be talking to is over here. I think it's one of those by yourself fights, though.
There's no trace of it.
Then he got killed.
Got it.
You're just gonna abandon Cease like that?
He's got it.
Actually, he ran away from the fight after all this.
Family.
What about Advance Wars DS remake?
No. Advance Wars is dead again. Too much war.
Pretty sad when you think about it.
Yeah, people fight so much that we can't have Advance Wars.
It's a cursed series. You know what it is? I think it's not big in Japan because it just never did anything over there. So they probably don't care about it that much. I think the first game came out with the second game in a double pack, and that's the first time they got it. And then the DS game was probably normal. But then the second DS game was only in Japan through Club Nintendo as a reward. You couldn't get it any other way.
That's insane.
It was just ridiculously not in Japan at all. Which is weird because I think the original games were big. The Famicom Wars. So I don't know what the heck was up with that. That was definitely Fire Emblem became more popular, and then that was it.
Stupid Aether, right?
Maybe they'll have the next 3D Mario? Because everyone was so sure something was going to happen. And then nothing ever happened.
I guess it would be that time. It only depends on what Bowser's Fury did to the development cycle.
Shouldn't have really done that much. It was still in the same engine. They just moved the camera.
But that was a lot. That was a whole thing. You know, they had to design the whole.
No, I know. But it wasn't like they worked on a whole new 3D thing. They just, you know, took the old thing and then made a thing in 3D in it.
creepy.
A really dark pot.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night.
Really chunky
The
stone.
light. She was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
About Mario Kart 9. For real this time, instead of being stretched out.
It's also gotta be the next console.
No, what I'm saying. Do you think they're gonna have all these things?
I don't think they're announcing that soon. And I don't think they're gonna have all of that.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea.
So then,
we call upon you, O warrior of darkness.
What even would be in this
deliver her
direct?
Onto paradise everlasting.
If they're not gonna show off Switch 2. There'd be like nothing there. They'd have to go over things they already announced. And little farming indie things.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be it.
It's gonna be a terrible direct.
They gotta hold that a little longer.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
And there would
The
have to be
enduring
little
legend of the Warrior of Darkness
ports
owes much to the traditions of these people.
if they were gonna announce something big.
And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
But one more thing. They might still have a game. Something.
You might not deliver
Something
her
what?
to the heavens, But if you could deliver the
Some
night
kind of
sky to her
surprise
people,
for the one
the
more thing.
real night sky, it
That's
would
what
be
I'm
the
saying.
next best
Something
thing.
what though? They hit pretty much every major series on the Switch.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle
Yeah,
of
but
the
Pokemon
stars.
probably has something. Anyway.
No, they're done. They got
We
all their
cannot allow
DLC
their
out, right?
hopes and dreams to
Yeah,
drown
they're just
in the
gonna put
light.
out like
We
another
have to
game.
bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
That's what they do.
They did Detective Pikachu already, didn't they?
Yep.
Well, they do their own thing though when they're announcing all that stuff on Pokemon Day.
Oh yeah.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
Kirby,
I...
it's been too long. It's been 2
Kirby
years.
Crystal Shards port.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the
If
dark.
the fridge comes back.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
With some kind of extra mode where you fight 03.
Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Where you play as Ribbon. Like the Magalore thing. Nah, what the heck else is there? What's a really not big series that's, you know, something they could just throw together?
Some other random Game Boy Advance remake. Arm guards, arm guards.
Metroid Zero Mission remake.
Ooh.
The remake of a remake.
That'd be kinda cool.
I mean, at some point they're gonna have to do Super Metroid remake at that point.
Soup remake.
That's something I'd like to see.
Oh yeah,
Unless
he's
they
right.
do it just to do it.
Yoshi has been absent a while.
Yeah, when was the last Yoshi game? Was it that Yarn Yoshi?
This time it's all finger paint and paper mache. Wasn't there paper mache?
Yoshi's Crafted World, right? Yarn Yoshi was the one before that.
Yeah. That was on Switch, but that was on Switch in like 2019, 18.
That's still new enough. I'm talking about something that really didn't happen. Unless... What if One More Thing is a real F-Zero game?
Maybe, just because they're done with Mario Kart 8. They get
Or what about
sneaked
Star
out in there.
Fox? Or did Zero really kill it?
I think nobody wants to do anything with Star Fox until Miyamoto comes in and does something dumb. So that's it's just cursed to keep doing that.
I know I'm terrible for being old, but I really think Star Fox 64 had it down like perfectly. Like they had it figured out and it worked. And then they were just like, no, we gotta do something new and crazy. We gotta keep changing it up. They really could have just done more in the same idea. No crazy look at a second screen for the aiming, because you have to do that. I think Star Fox Zero could have worked. They just didn't force.
No,
that
it was
extra
still
view.
just another remake of that, though.
But that's the only problem. That was like what, the fourth Star
Yeah.
Fox?
They literally just need to do a much bigger sequel to that. Like that would That would sell. People would
Well,
be
they
really
did.
happy.
The ones on the GameCube were actual sequels. That's the furthest it's ever gone. It was 64, and then Adventures and Assaults. And then the DS had Command, and that's technically the longest the series has ever gone. It was all technically one continued story. And then they just,
Yeah,
let's do something new.
but Adventures is not even Star Fox. I don't know about
Yeah.
Assault.
I don't think I liked Assault, but I never really played it. I know there is a dedicated fan base saying it was actually the best one, hands down. Alright, so if it can't be then, who else? Mother 3. Real.
Yeah.
I would get it without even questioning it.
I would, but I would have to play the other ones.
I never played Mother 1, but I played Earthbound.
Get this beetle out of my face! They could do another little downloadable Kirby game, $20. They love doing that, and I love playing.
Some weird mini Kirby game.
Yeah.
Kirby Air Ride 2.
Yeah.
Get Sakurai back on board. That's why he's stopping his YouTube channel. Because they pulled him in for Air Ride 2. They're like, we need to do it. Fans have been asking.
They seem to be catering more and more to my generation of GameCube, Game Boy Advance recently, so it could be possible.
Which is why I'm saying they're gonna do Fire Emblem. The one that everybody wants so badly, they're paying $200, $300 for it. The one that sold like the least, but it became known as the best one ever.
Hey, they're current.
Oh, over there. What was another cool GameCube game?
Dojin the Giant.
That was on GameCube, was it? Wasn't that an N64 DD game?
I thought it was GameCube. Boku no Natsu Yatsumi 2. Eternal Darkness. Yeah.
No, they got that just so they could patent the mechanic and then never touch it again. They were like, no one else can have Sandy in their games. We've decided that. That one was crazy though, right? Didn't that have the thing where it pretended like your GameCube broke? And then one of them, when you were saving, it was like, are you sure you want to save? And then when you hit yes, it changed to delete, and then it deleted all your saves, and you like freaked out, but it was, just to mess with you. That's probably would be the legitimately the scariest thing a game can do to you.
We need bees. Gotta get bees. Next 3D Mario is Super Mario Sunshine 2. Tired of people calling that game bad, rushed, or whatever they like to say, badly designed. It's like the most fun.
Sunshine was good. Better than Galaxy. But I don't know, something about 64 was just so great.
That's what they could do, something that's not long. Remake 64, give us the DS stuff. Because you can't play that anymore. I'm so mad I didn't get that on the eShop before it died.
Oh, the 64 version? Wasn't that like... It's just weird. Imagine playing that with a control pad.
That's why I didn't get it. But I should have just got it anyway, because on Wii U, I mean.
You got any other big games on GameCube, Chef?
Tulip.
Well, they bring back Chibi Robo after they gave it half a try for that one.
Yeah, you could just remake the one everybody likes. Pokemon Coliseum. XD Gale of Darkness.
Those were cool, but the whole point of them was that it was real 3D like Stadium. And I think they've already stated now that the games are like that, there's no point to those games anymore. So, sorry to say those games are never coming back.
There's something cool about them, though.
No, they were good. Plus, back in the day, that was the only way to get Gen 2 Pokemon, because they had Gen 3 and the Gen 1 remakes, but no Gen 2.
It was like the edgiest Pokemon I ever got during the Edge Age.
Yeah, I remember it was like a big deal because, like in the original games, Team Rocket would always like threaten you and like, oh, we're gonna steal your Pokemon and stuff, and they never did anything. Then you play Pokemon Coliseum, and I think that guy punches you in the face or something, doesn't he? That like the crazy guy with the mustache or whatever it was, the evil team guy. DK Bongos, yeah, bring him back. Bring him back.
That's it. Donkey Kong.
And the original bongos still work if you can plug them in to the GameCube adapter.
If we're just talking about franchises that haven't had their true limelight, Donkey Kong. What happened to
there
the
wasn't a real Donkey Kong, right?
3D Donkey Kong rumors from the Odyssey people? Was that a real rumor?
No, no way.
That would be so sick.
I was a huge fan of DK64, but most people just go, that game is too big, it was terrible.
The game is
like, I was
too
a big
good,
fan
I
of,
don't like it.
Right. I was a big fan of Banjo-Tooie, and everyone says that's worse than Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm like, but it's still really good, though. Like, how can you say Banjo-Tooie was bad?
It doesn't even need to be a Nightmare Collectathon thing. It just needs to be Donkey Kong 3D because we have not had that. Like, even that was a rare game. Nintendo hasn't even tried doing that ever. Why not?
Yeah.
Kirby made it to 3D before Donkey Kong, kind of. Give us a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, is that the only 3D Donkey Kong game?
Yeah.
It's
That's
weird when you think about
insane.
it.
Like, it's a perfect opportunity to do it.
They go, okay, we hear your pleas. We know you want to have DK in 3D beating up Kremlings, so we present to you DK Warriors.
No. Are they done with them? They gotta be.
Warriors games? No. That's Koei Tecmo. They're just gonna keep doing those.
No, but Nintendo could cut them off whenever they want.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last ones didn't do that well. And they're like, alright, we're gonna,
Last one
we're gonna not
was
keep crapping on them.
the middle cool to Three Houses, which was a bunch of what ifs. And I was like, I don't want it. And people said, oh, it's actually pretty good. And I said, that's nice, and did not get it. I wanted... If they're going to do Fire Emblem Warriors 2, bring other characters into it except like the 3 games they used. How did they not put Ike in a Fire Emblem Warriors game? That just doesn't make any sense. That is his whole thing. He just likes to fight things.
Yeah, those guys, I don't know, their decision making is always strange. They made freaking Dissidia NT.
Oh, he
like
was
them
in,
very much.
I thought Team Ninja was that.
They're the same. They're owned by each other or whatever. Koei Tecmo, it's like.
Yeah, but a little bit different.
Plus, Koei Tecmo is still discredited as Dissidia.
3D
Play both
Castlevania
photos.
remakes. Those ones are divisive, right?
Castlevania N64, yeah, there's
The 2 N64 games I
straight
thought
bad.
weren't. Yeah, people really didn't care too much about those. They look neat though. One of them was normal, and the other one was like you were a werewolf or something. Pretty cool.
One of them has skeletons on motorcycles.
Yeah, those happen, you know. The one thing I'm sad I never got to do was the one on the PS2, the one that's like the Origin one.
Yeah.
Lament of Innocence, I think it is. I wanted to try that one after I found out about it. Then they made another one that was Hector, I think. Or not Hector, the other one. Isaac? The guys that were in the Netflix anime. But again, the problem with those are that Konami's in control of that, and they're a little weird. They're like, we're not doing games anymore, and then they found out they probably shouldn't not do games anymore.
I can't believe they made a Contra remake and it just looked like crappy. I would have got that. But the graphics were so bad.
Well, they did some other kind of... They did a top-down shooter, Contra, and that was like... Everyone just wrote it out of existence.
They don't know what they're doing at all.
They don't care too much, and they want to do literally nothing and make as much money as possible. That's why I am so in a weird spot about the remake for Metal Gear Solid 3, because That can so easily go so badly.
They seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this...
And the collection didn't do too well, because, you know, they didn't put too much effort into it. But if the collection adds in Metal Gear Solid 4, it'll be like the only way to play it now, so, like,
he offered us work when we needed it.
Let's see that, that'd be
delivering
nice.
Provisions. A funny old bugger he was. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Ardbert, where'd
Is
you
something the
go?
matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
You're just gonna keep doing that.
Boots. Yes.
There he did like Katamari.
La 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 la.
Beautiful Joe. Or, what's that one?
Who does that?
That's Capcom.
They're busy.
They're busy remaking every Resident Evil. What's the other one with the painting and the wolf?
They blob.
No.
Okami.
There you go. Like, yeah. I know it exists. Actually, that got a port to the Wii, I think.
That's
so that
not
you could
everything.
like actually draw the symbols.
Yeah. Okami Den. I haven't played that one.
I mean, Den being what?
The sequel on DS.
No kidding. They made a DS one?
Okami HD was on PS4 like, yeah, a long time ago. It is. I think it's on everything. Maybe there's a new PS5 version. It's pretty good.
Yeah, recently is still recently enough. Unless they port it over to the Switch, that's the only other reason it would come up, but they wouldn't make a new one.
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
Any longer.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source.
I've heard of that one. I don't know what that is, really.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
They talking about me?
Yeah, us. We're not the same as we were in the Source.
Though I have
They're
given thought to this
fighting about-
possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
We are pretty good-looking guys.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already.
Oh, Etrian
Urianger,
Odyssey.
I know
That was in
full
a
well,
direct
after
recently.
all these years, that you have only the best of intentions.
A trilogy remaster.
Oh, there you go.
But that does not make it any
Already there
easier to
then,
put
too
my
late.
faith in a man so
But it was weird
infatuated
because they were
with
DS
secrecy.
games and they stuffed the bottom screen. They didn't like come up with a solution. They just stuck it in there.
I
I
have
don't know
had
how
my
good it was.
suspicions
Oh, is that the thing
ever
where you had to
since the
draw a
exile
map?
bade you speak
Like,
that day.
manually? That one?
Now I must ask.
I don't know.
There was something where it was like a dungeon
The eighth
crawler,
Umbral calamity and all that
you know,
followed,
with a grid
everything
type
you claim
movement
to have
system.
seen.
But it doesn't give you maps or let you, like, you know, auto map or whatever. You have to actually draw the map yourself and keep track of it, which is a neat idea.
Help! The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
The blessed man is under attack.
Would Mr. Fat capture the guy?
Meanwhile,
Oh no, he said he was gonna go there to talk to himself, right?
yeah. Should have brought us.
Either way, we have to kill him as like a giant background, like off the level boss thing, or we have to push him off the tower so he falls to his death. Like he was doing to everybody.
Lord Forthry,
One way or the
how
other.
good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
The way he talks.
Disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry
Who
band
voiced
of
him?
dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain civilians, and by all accounts, the Crystarium is complicit. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you
Edward
the same thing. It
Dogliani?
should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's
Dogliani?
only hope of survival.
Do we know who
Even
that
now,
is?
the people of
Nope.
Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one.
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay
Oh,
the Sin Eaters,
he was Moon
the world
Baboon in It Takes
doesn't
Two. That's
know
what we know.
beyond salvation. We with what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
He doesn't think he's immortal.
New Discord emoji.
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little
Oh, make his face a thing.
Every expansion has like one face that sticks out. That's like, I gotta add that.
You'll put him in the thumbnail, just his face, because he's so fat he doesn't fit.
This world, save that which I.
And the expansion has very little to do with him overall, but it's just
to unite
it's just
the
him.
world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now.
Oh no, he's a boomer.
And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Vorthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know. That their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you. So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind?
He got him
that
with the
I would
little,
wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters'
He
defense.
always ends his scenes with screaming at the floor.
Will not be tolerated. The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception!
Maybe we should bring in the statue-making fairies to teach them a lesson. Or are they only strong in their own realm?
Probably.
I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
This guy's just sitting here waiting for us.
Well, he said he dispatched his forces already, so...
You
speak for the knights.
I'm surprised he's not madder at him for not successfully capturing us any of the
do.
times.
I presume that is your doing. If you'll come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
The festiveness is slowly going away from me.
Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore.
The festiveness.
You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so?
They said the fist. I'm like, what fist is going on?
And the children of the everlasting dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of
the guys that are everlasting dark, right? They want darkness.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression.
They sided
of dark
with
worship.
the guys that
It's
specifically
one
want
true
light
faith.
to rule
you
forever.
And your false creed are a blight on these woods.
How stupid are they?
Unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
Also, do people not know that we're the warrior of darkness yet? I thought that was pretty figured out by now.
Accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
That was a really long one.
We will discuss these developments after
free
I've
company
tended to our
invite.
casualty.
Oh boy. Mythical star. Guy always shaking his head. Yeah, stand up and be a leader, man.
We slay the Light Warden.
First. Aether Wind West thing. Oh wait. Level 80, did I get something for that? I did. Life Dragon. Oh no, they're giving me mechanics.
What?
Combo things. I need to find out what that is. Oh. Okay. When I get my Dragoon mode, I get a new jump.
When you go sicko mode?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I used to just shoot a giant red laser, but now I can also jump.
Oh, because you leveled up or something?
Yeah, I'm level 80 now.
Oh.
So at this point, I will never see any of these moves until next time.
Till the final boss.
Yeah.
The final boss.
I know. I know what they'll announce in the direct. Balan Wonderworld 2.
That's Peach. They're already doing that.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That couldn't hold a candle to one button of the game.
It could. That's the thing they gotta show. They gotta show off if that game is going to have gameplay. I'm still not sure.
The one thing that can defeat it. Having gameplay. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of like that, but I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that.
Don't care about you. Quinfort. What kind of name is that?
Why are you hating on him? What do you ever do to you?
We run around a little bit.
It was technically in the direction we already had to go.
Oh, Mario. Time to swim. What was the big thing Shadowbringers added?
Rolls.
Rolls were already a thing.
No. Is this when they balanced
Wonderworld.
when they balanced White Mage and messed everything up for you? Was that here or the next one? So that's when it happened.
Oh god. If only I could heal. Oh, I can't actually. Oppo.
What was that?
It's Oppo.
Bogo.
Bo.
I remember that.
They could announce that in the direct.
I don't see how that would be anything that they could announce.
Why?
Because that's not a game. Tom, where the heck did you go and how do I go?
Gotta go down.
Into those ruins? Oh, here we go.
Into those Eggman robots.
Ruins.
New web bomb. Ooh. It's blue. Into the wood.
Underwater sightseeing.
La li la la la. This is the quest I need to complete to continue the roles. Into the wood.
Fun there. And it's just not cool when it's not, you know. Automated or whatever.
What?
It's not a cool spear when it doesn't open up and whir around and everything.
It's the same as my staff.
Yeah, it looks like it's a chunk of the crystal from the Crystarium.
Bunch of creepy guys hanging out over here.
These guys?
Yeah. La, 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 la.
Be coming up on an Aether card soon. Yep.
I'm hoping we go up there.
Ooh. We will only progress forward.
It would seem we have found them.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Be gone!
These guys couldn't kill us, they're terrible shots.
Is my guy supposed to sound like these guys?
No, because they're Dark World versions.
Wait! We did not come to!
Shouldn't they be very interested that you're a male? They don't exist.
Stop! We mean you know.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Wow.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Follow its flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
See, Tom, they said don't stray from the path. You're gonna get into hot water with them now.
It's like I gotta.
What did you do?
Straight from the path.
Immediately got into a fight.
You got a snap weed on ya.
bad for you. Gotta run from it.
Oh, this is the last quest This is the quest I really needed to get to. I don't know how much more you want to do.
I figure we can turn this in and then probably attune to the crystal. And then if you want to kill it there, we can do that.
Yeah.
Then I don't know how much more there is to the next big thing. Chef still watching? Any last minute comments or guesses at whatever Nintendo's doing? People are saying Lahi in the chat. It's taking over.
There's like a whole party here.
Are they in this town? Is that where they are? I don't see anybody.
It's a little Ewok village.
No more heroes, bundle all the games. Maybe.
Nintendo doesn't really do bundles. They ain't about that.
Well, it could be something that they're doing and releasing first on the Switch.
Astral Chain 2.
Oh yeah, remember that one?
Nope.
I think that was the one where you were police and you had that magic like laser chain connecting you to the thing that you transformed into or whatever. I think.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not going to the Crystarium. I'm staying here. It's close enough to where I want to be.
Say a later. You died.
I'm out. I gotta stay in the woods. That's where my role and everything is, so I gotta do all that.
Wow,
I'm
you're not
still
doing
here.
the Maiden's Rhapsody? Go ahead.
What?
The Maiden's Rhapsody.
What's that?
Well, the girl from 11 returns to Eorzea.
Oh yeah. Well, that's all you. You're the one that knows who she is.
What's your role quest? My guy's just a drunk dwarf.
He is a cat guy that wants to be a big hunter, and he spends all this money, and you're like, oh, I guess you're rich, huh? And then he's like, oh no, I just make sure everyone gets paid handsomely. And then it turns out his parents are in that rich community thing, and they just don't want him being an embarrassment, and they're letting him do whatever he wants, but they don't care about him at all. So he's like, oh, okay, fine. Like, his dad just straight up hates him, I think.
You can't kill this guy because he's so good at healing, so he just keeps himself alive, so he thinks I can figure it out.
How to heal him in reverse.
Yeah.
Classic. He's got to do overflow healing. That's how it always works. Heal him so much that it goes into negative numbers, and then he dies immediately.
Let's see. Where was it? In Limsa, Limsa, Limsa.
I have to go back to the regular world.
For the main jobs to do.
Oh. I thought you meant for the role quest. I'm like, why are they making you go somewhere else?
What's in here?
Sure, it's not old, lots of things are old,
Her name was like Numa or something.
Thanks for hanging with us, Chef. If you haven't already left.
Rising to the challenge, is that it?
Rising up.
Rising up.
You could go to, if you go to Old you can see if Ganondorf is there sleeping on the teleport again. Watch, it'll be the one time you go look for him and he won't be there.
Remumu is the name. Remumu.
Sure, man, I don't remember.
Remumu.
I didn't play it.
No, this is not a. This is a new character.
Oh.
A journey to remember. The logo is just Shantota laughing.
What?
You don't have to have a special symbol for like crossover.
Oh.
Alright, I'll do this later.
You can set it up, you can get it going, I guess.
Looks like it'll be an easy week for this, and then next time we'll do the dungeon.
Yeah. Advertise that one a bit more ahead of time so people will know. I mean, I guess because they knew we weren't doing anything. They're like, ah, okay, I don't have to jump in on this one.
We'll need the squad, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even play it to the part where he sings.
What?
Is that Soken?
What are you talking about?
The video of Lahi.
Oh, I didn't actually see it. Hold on.
I don't know what Soken looks like, so I don't know if this is... Why isn't the crowd going crazy?
Because they don't know what he's doing. You no lie.
Her face.
She's like, did they give me music for this one?
As soon as this ends, the stream is ending. Oh, that's only in 8 seconds.